legendary powerboat pilot Yves Bélanger talks to Véhicule about what is arguably one of the most iconic powerboat runs of all time.
My name is Yves Bélanger, and this amazing video, actually, we started in the morning, me and Rick Conti. The morning was much rougher than the actual video. We took the boat out and we actually lost an engine at one point. That's how rough it was. I mean, we were coming out of the air so bad, it was unreal. So at one time we got one engine that is not running. We're trying to start it. We got a humongous wave coming at us. The boat is going sideways. We really thought we were going to flip. And I was thinking, okay, once we're upside down, I'm going to evacuate this way, Ricky the other way. And then all of a sudden, whoom, the boat went back straight. We finally got the boat running, get back in. We had to quarter the sea. That's how rough it was. And then after lunch, Ricky says, Yves, it looks like to calm down a little bit. Why don't we do it? Why don't we take the boat and do a video? Oh my God, let's get the chopper. So we get the chopper, boom, start filming us, and we were just having a blast on him. I had absolutely zero fear, neither did Rick. I mean, I thought the boat was invincible, that we could do anything in the world with it, which we kind of did. So we had a real good blast. And the very last wave, of course, it was like, I don't know, 15 feet up in the air. You'd have run a mat truck underneath. And I heard a crack, so the facing, the fairing, the reese fairing on the starboard side cracked, but nothing big. It was not the hull. It actually cracked. The reason was because at one point there was that big hole made for the VHF, and so that gave it some weakness in the deck. So this is why it had a crack right around there. And other than that, the hull, nothing ever happened. The hull stayed in one piece. It was a fantastic boat. I had a 35 cigarette that I traded for the Apache. I mean, me and Ricky were always in those years at Fort Apache and going over how nice they run, how much rough water they can take, which I've always been a fan for rough water. And when that boat came up for sale, I was like, well, that's perfect, because I don't like any fluff on the boat. So I didn't need a radio, I didn't need a cat, didn't like things. So when it came up for sale, I said, wow, this is for me. We put two new engine, 900 horsepower, and the boat was still going like 90, somewhere 90 miles an hour, 93, 94 miles an hour. And we had a blast with the boat. You know, I would take it very often with Ricky, or if I had my ex-wife, she would kind of help me a little bit, maybe drive once in a while so I could travel, but most of the time I was doing both. I was driving and throttling the boat at the same time. And yeah, I had the boat like for 20 years. I mean, I love that boat. The only downside, of course, with a 41 like this is that if it's 2 to 3 out there, it's boring to death, you know, versus a cat. Yesterday was flat, was like 1.5 feet out there, but I took my cat doing 140 on the ocean. These are the thrill that you don't have with a 41. If it's not 4 to 6 out there, it's going to be boring, you know, that's the only downside. If it's flat 1 foot, you're going to be bored to death. The boat's going to be like 20 feet too long. So other than that, it's a fantastic and amazing boat. But also this one shows you the good old days, the Miami Vice years. I've never seen although the scarab that they use in Miami Vice with the boat plaque from the dash that says this boat was especially built for Don Johnson.
Don Johnson, best known for his role as Sonny Crockett in the iconic TV series Miami Vice, has also made a name for himself in the world of offshore powerboat racing. In the late 1980s and early 1990s, Johnson was an avid and successful competitor in the sport. He captained a boat named Team USA, achieving significant success, including winning the Offshore World Cup in 1988. His dual career as an actor and a powerboat racer showcased his versatility and passion for high-speed thrills, both on-screen and on the water.
While the drone runner as well, you would see an Apache with a nice finish, cabin with, of course, nothing in it beside gel coat, and with a humongous ash. And I asked some of the leaders over there, why does he have such a big ash? They're doing the motion of drunk runner throwing stuff in the boat. So it was the good old years for some people. Actually, I went a few times close to Bimini, or I was looking for some rougher water. So if it was flat, I would hit the Gulf Stream, and then when I come back, I got pulled over by the Coast Guard with the dogs and searching the boat, thinking I was a good runner as well. So it was very interesting. This tape, the morning before I went out boating with a friend of mine from Canada, which he was on the Port Bolster burning. So we had a nice ride, nice rough water, was similar water, 4 to 6. And he was really impressed and a little bit scared, but he was really, really happy that he did that ride with me. So the next morning, I said, Bernie, let's go for a nice ride again. So he shows up, and Ricky and I were on the dock with helmets and vests. I can still see Bernie's face, like, wait a minute. I felt like I risked my life yesterday, and no vest, no helmet. What the hell is going to happen to me today? You have to put the vest and helmet. So it was a fantastic ride. The reason I prefer this video than the other one, I call the other one almost a circus because it was a rare video. But this one, it feels like you're racing with a boat. You know, we were probably doing mid-80s, and this kind of water, 4 to 6, and this is where the tutorial. This was just like orgasmic to have the ride that we had. This kind of water. This was just like, it doesn't get any better than that.
The Coast Guard's suspicion was not unfounded. Fort Apache Marina, Thunderboat Row's legendary high-rise boat storage facility and waterfront bar, is where Eve was storing his boats. We have first-hand account of the secrets of Fort Apache, including a secret helicopter hangar, 2 inches thick office doors with 5 hinges, private elevators, and secret storing compartments in the seawalls that would only be revealed during low tide. Subscribe to get notified when we launch our next film detailing the secrets of Fort Apache.